All right, then I think we're ready to go. Hi, everyone. Can they hear me?
Yeah.
Hello, we can hear you
Oh,
clearly.
all right. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. The laptop just went off.
Okay.
Hi, I can see Zuki. I can see hi
Yeah.
phone. Yeah, hi everyone. Okay, sorry. Let's just get into it now because I think it's kind of late. So I'll start by introducing myself. My name is Feyi Adeyemi, the founder, creative director, and the CEO of Luxury by Feyi brand. And we specialize in women couture for the high end. And we've been able to do, I'm sorry, we've been able to achieve what we didn't even think we can achieve within a period of 6 years. And we are getting stronger every day. Thanks to my team. I can't take all the credit for it. And which I think every one of you too can do, anybody can do, as long as you set your mind into it with hard work and determination. There's no shortcut, to be honest. There's no shortcut about this. So, since we've launched our brand since 5 years ago, we've been able to get ourselves, I think, places that we didn't even think, just like I said, that we will be able to get to within 5 years period. And we are all over the place. The brand has been known worldwide. We've been featured in Vogue, Elle magazine, Gracia magazine, Glamour magazine, name it, the best fashion magazine ever, as in the top ones. And we've been on the runway here in London Fashion Show, and we've been able to collaborate with high brand like Aston Martin to showcase our collection. And I think we are doing good. I would say we are doing more than good. So, and we've also learned some opportunity to be able to clothe high top celebrity like Mariah Carey, Michelle, and some names that I can name right now because we are still in the process. But trust me, they are huge. So, so that's it for now about myself and the brand. So this masterclass is for three set of categories. First, the newbie designer that want to start their luxury brand or fashion brand, even if it's not luxury, that want to start their fashion brand, but they don't know how to do it, or they don't even know how to make their first collection. And all the people that are already in the process, but they are struggling with it. Or the established one that really wants to take their brand globally to be the next to go to brand for celebrities and high top end clients and all that. So I think I have uh, all the people that wants to do that, or some of the people that wants to do that in this group right now. Please let me know if you're here. You can just say thumbs up, type up something in the chat box. Let me be sure I'm communicating. All right, then. I can't see anything now. I need to move on, but okay, I can see now. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay, things we are going to cover tonight. Let's get started. Number one, how to stop being just an ordinary fashion designer or just a clothing brand, and how to develop an high-end fashion brand so your dream clients constantly request for your design. That's one. Then two, how to craft your signature look so you take your design from blah to brilliant. Then three is the secret of getting booked in fashion magazines like Vogue, Glamour, and by top celebrities. and by top stylists as well. So we are going to be looking into those three categories for now, because that, I think, is the starting point. If you can know the process, or if you are able to cover that, I think you are moving forward. You are really doing something very good with your brand. So let's get started. The common reason why fashion designers fail to create buzz or attract celebrity or high media and high paying customers are: mistake number one, lack of creativity, originality, and quality that sets them apart to other designers. And what that is you need to learn how to create a unique, it's all about originality, to be honest, a unique brand that people are not used to, that is just different, that when they see it will wow them out, and they'll be like, oh my God, where is this coming from? Did you really do this? They want to know the story behind it, and they really want to see it. It's all about being unique, being different, being you, being your own voice. Because fashion, to be honest, is about creativity, and it's about taking risks with your creativity. So if you're not ready to take the risks for your creativity, I don't think you will be unique. I don't think you will be different, because you will just be imitating other design that is out there, which is not originality. So you need to be original, you need to be unique, you need to be different. It's okay to be different. It's okay for people not to understand your concept. It's okay for people not to understand your collection. It's okay for them not to understand your design. But it's now your job to make them understand it and to tell them the story behind it, the uniqueness behind it. That's what will attract them to you, because you are different. You are just unique. So it's okay to be different. It's okay to be unique. It's okay for people not to understand you, but your job is for you to make them understand where you are coming from and what your design is all about. So we start out with your signature theme. What signature theme really is in the fashion industry is you creating your theme that people can identify with. So signature theme is all about identification. For example, you should be able to identify when you come across a design, you should be able to identify it without even knowing the label of the design. It's like when you come across a Chanel dress or a Chanel outfit, you should be able to say, oh, this is Chanel brand, even without seeing the label in the dress. That's your identity, because you should have an eye for design and fashion before you can even have an identity as a fashion brand. Because if you don't, you will be lost in the middle of it. So you should know what you want. You should be able to identify what you want yourself, so that people can identify your own brand as well easily. And the second one would be creative direction. You should be able to have a creative direction, and this is all about your brand story, the story behind your brand vision. What vision do you have for your brand? How do you want your brand story to be told? Because nobody's going to tell it for you. You have to be able to tell your brand story yourself. So, and if you want to be able to tell your brand story yourself, you don't want somebody else to create the story for you. You have to be able to express it. You have to be able to communicate it in a right way. The vision you have is only you that know the vision. Nobody else can share the vision with you. So you have to be able to communicate your vision very easily, that people can be able to identify with. And let me give you an example of these. If you want your creative direction of your brand, or let me say your brand, not your collection this time around, because your creative direction should go with every of your collection. If you want your creative direction of your brand to be a plus size, When you are, then that brings us here. When you are designing your collection, you have to put in mind that you are really doing this for a plus size. Or if you want your creative direction to be a one size outfit for the brand, or maybe your brand is the brand people can go to and say, oh, she only does only one size that anybody can fit in. Either you are size 10 or size 2 or size 4, you can still fit in A. So you should have a creative direction, and that must fit into your design. So that's all about creative direction. Then creating a unique brand that people can really go into, or that can propel your brand or a fashion designer to go to the next level. Mistake number 2 that you shouldn't do, or that people usually do, is lack of understanding about the industry you're going into. That's lack of understanding. Lack of understanding on how the luxury fashion industry actually works. Even if it's not luxury fashion industry, you want to go into fashion industry, you should know how the fashion industry works for itself. So example of that would be, you want to prepare a, you want it, no, not prepare, you want it, yeah, you want to prepare a tasty Nigerian jollof rice without you having the knowledge of all the ingredients needed to be used for the jollof rice. You will never get the right taste for it. So you need to make your research, right, and know the industry in and out before you go into it. Even before you start creating any design, or before you make up a label, or before you make up a brand, you really need to know what the industry is all about. So you need to get all this right before doing any other thing. Then how you can break into the fashion industry, just like I said earlier, you need to understand how it works. If you don't understand how it works, you're not going to get anywhere. To get into the fashion industry or market, you must understand luxury fashion industry inside out, as in really, really inside out. Are you now ready to know or learn about how you can know about the industry you want to go into? Please give me a thumbs up in the box chat. Let me know if you are ready to know about it, so I will move forward. But without that, I don't think I can. Good. I'm getting some thumbs up. Thank you for that. So learning the luxury fashion industry. Thank you for that. I can see your thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. So moving forward, learning the luxury fashion industry took years, but once I understood it, I was able to break through many doors. The best investment you can make as a designer is understanding the luxury fashion industry and mastering it. That's a very, very key point. You need to learn it and master it as well. Not just learn it, master it, and put it into practice. That's very, very important. Then the number third mistake I think people do is, or why people are not making progress, or why people are struggling with their brand, is not being visible enough for their ideal customer. When you are creating a brand, any brand now, not even the fashion industry, fashion brand alone, when you are creating a brand, before you start creating your brand, you need to make a research on how you can meet your target audience. Number one, you need to know your target audience, who you are making all the product for first. Then you need to work towards how you can get them involved, in the sense of how they can see you, how you can be in their face regularly, like, here, I'm here, that is very important, because that will be your selling point. That's what is going to sell your product. It's not about making dresses alone, because you can't just make them and people not buying it. You're not going to grow. You're not going to move forward. So you need to have a plan for your product to be in their face, and not just on their face, the right audience that yes, they can afford you, or they are lacking this, they need it, they want it, they are going to buy it. So that will be your target audience. So you need to work towards that. Then you can never sell your design if your buyer don't know you. This is about visibility as well. You need to be able to position yourself at the right part, where your buyers can see you, where your audience can see you, that yes, you are here. You need to create a format that will get you out there, for people to really know that you are there. Because we have so many, that I don't think there's any business that people are not doing. So you need to make yourself different and be in their face that you are here. So that's about visibility. Being seen by your ideal customer is essential to attracting high-end buyers. Very essential. Very, very, very essential. Because if they don't know you, if they don't see you, they can buy from you. So they need to see you, they need to know you. And how can you achieve that? You can achieve that being seen by your ideal customer. Same thing. This is how you can achieve that. So these are my 6 steps to go for your brand to go global, or for your brand to be visible enough to attract your ideal audience. Step 1, create a strong online presence. It's very, very essential. You need to have a website. You need to have social media, and do Twitter, Instagram. I think Instagram is the go-to social media right now. Instagram, Facebook, and all that. That is very important. Even before creating your collection, even before making a lookbook, I think that should be your first priority, to build a website, have your brand name. And when we are talking about building a website, it's not just a website. You need to know what kind of website you want to build. Do you want to go for the e-commerce that you will be selling online, or do you just want to build a website for your presence to be online, for them to have the full info about you, where you just write everything about your brand, when you have a new stock, when you are showcasing next, where they can order your products, where they can find anything about your brand. It depends on what you want. So you need to analyze that. And if it's e-commerce you want to be selling online, you need to get it right. You need to get the right builder to build that for you as well, because there's so many people out there that will promise you heaven and heart, that I can deliver, I can do this, I can do that. At the end of the day, they won't be able to do it exactly the way they should. So you need to make your research on that as well. Then the social media handle. If you know you are not used to it, or you don't really understand it well, or you are a very busy type that you can't be spending much time on it, you need to get somebody. There are some people that work for that, in that angle, that they are expert on it. So I would advise getting somebody to manage that for you. And if you know it's something you can manage yourself, you can do yourself, then go for it. Then another thing is lookbook. Before, I would say okay, let me give you an example why lookbook is very important from my own experience, because I never knew about this until I think my 3rd year in the fashion industry, and I've been showcasing and all that. Normally, I think my first collection, my first 2 years, I think I did my collection, then I went ahead to showcase on the runway. Then after the runway, I was now preparing to make a lookbook, and I discovered that I didn't really make the sales the way I'm supposed to make the sales, and I didn't really the visibility I wanted, I didn't really get it. Despite I paid press, I paid PR team, but what I was lacking was the lookbook. Because normally, if you were to showcase in September, your collection must be ready at least 3 months before your showcase date. And before that and after that 3 months before your showcase date, you must create a lookbook at least a month before your showcase date. And lookbook, if you want to get a right lookbook, it's not something that you are going to rush. You need time to create this because you are going to have a photo shoot. You're going to select your model to start with. You have to get the right model for it. You have to get the right makeup artist for it. You have to get the right photographer for it. So you have to get the right location. So this takes time. It's not something you rush. So 3 months before your fashion showcase, a month before, then take another month to make your photo shoot and all that. And the photo, you can't rush the photographer. The photographer, it depends on the kind of photographer you are using. If they are the busy type, they will tell you 2 weeks, 1 month. It depends. So you give them a cap of 1 month. So the remaining 1 month, I think the third month they will deliver to you. Then the third month, then you are going to put all that together with your team, your PR team, to make a lookbook. Here, your graphic designer needs to come in there to put it together, then try to print it out. So before the show, the lookbook must be out. So on that very show, before, it depends on the kind of runway you are showcasing. Some will request for your lookbook a week or two before your show because they are going to send it out to press even before the show, at least minimum of a week before the show. And they are going to request for some copies to put in a goodie bag to give for the buyers, stockies, and all the invitees on the show. Then you're going to need some copy as well for after the show. So this is how it works for you to really for your collection to be visible everywhere. So before the show, at least a week before the show, some press will have gotten your lookbook, even contacting you, asking you some information about the collection that is not out already, it's not yet out, but they need to prepare for their magazine. So they need so much information on it. So when they see it on the runway, they won't be surprised and they can actually relate what you told them about the collection to the piece they see on runway and they make their conclusion. So that's where lookbook comes in, and it's very important. Then number 2, identify your consumers. Connect and build relationship with them is very important. Just like I said earlier, you need to identify your target audience. You need to identify your buyers. Who do you really want to sell to? If you are in the luxury market, I think your target should be high, and I mean, maybe depends on your price tag, from average middle class earner to the high end earner. So, and you need to know where you can find them. You need to know the kind of people you can work with or collaborate with that will make you locate them. Just like I collaborated with Aston Martin because I know my target audience, work with them. So they brought some of their clients on board and I brought my clients on board. So with that, we were able to pull up a very successful and productive show. So that's all about that. And after doing that, you need to build your relationship with them, because repeat customers, they're always the best. So, and number 3, select fashion shows to showcase that suits your brand. Don't just go for any fashion show. I don't want to name names of any fashion show right now because I don't want to be like maybe I'm putting any fashion show down or wherever. But if you're a luxury brand and you want a fashion show that really suits your brand, or that will really profile your brand and give your brand the right value, the perfect value, I think you shouldn't minimize, maybe because of money or because of sometimes not even financial problem. Sometimes it's about you requesting to showcase with them and they're telling you no. Do not give up. You might try the first time and they tell you your brand is not good enough, your collection is not good enough, you can't come on this platform. Don't take it as don't take it too hard on yourself. Go back and work more on your collection. Try to make it better than the first time you went to them. And trust me, they might not even wait for you to come back to them before inviting you. They will invite you themselves. So if you request, like I don't normally request for them for fashion shows for me to be on their platform. They send me an invite because of my collections. So if you want to attract them truly, or if you don't want to get a no for an answer, please work very well on your collection. Make sure they stand and fit into your brand. So with that, you will be able to get a right fashion show that suits your brand. And the second thing I would say, please do not limit your brand by going for a lower fashion show that doesn't fit your brand. It's going to spoil your brand profile, and it will diminish your profile. So it won't get you anywhere. It's like you are selling a dress worth of £1,000 and you are going for a fashion show that most designers that will showcase there are selling £50 outfits. So tell me, how do you expect to sell when £50, £100 are available for them to buy on the runway or on the rack? Why would it come from you? You can never find your right audience from that kind of fashion show. So please do have that in mind and work on that. So step 4, run adverts before and after your fashion show. Just like I said earlier with the lookbook, it's very important that you have something out there before your fashion show. The boss has to be there for people to expect or to be eager to see your collection, that they can't even wait to see your collection where you're going to put on the runway next. You need to create some buzz. You have to. It's very important. Don't wait for your collection to be ready, or don't wait for your showcase day before you start creating buzz. No, you need to run some advert before, during, and after your fashion show. Then number 5, share a press release with local press journalists about your brand. Same thing about the lookbook. Once your lookbook is ready and out there, is available for them to see, because you can't just share info about your brand without them seeing visibility. They need to see something physically. So you need to, some people will even request, some press request, after sending them lookbook, they will request to see maybe 1 or 2 of your piece physically, that you need to bring into their office to see that what you really wrote or the picture they saw really matches what you are producing before they can go ahead and write anything about you. So be prepared for that. And number 6, which is the last one, gift celebrity influencer your clothes to wear. This, I don't know. Some people like to do it. Some don't like to do it. But I would say do it anyway. But be very careful and very cautious with celebrity you are going to work with. Not celebrity that will bring your brand down. So the celebrity that can present, or it might not even be a celebrity. He or she might just be an influencer. Make sure it's the right influencer that fits your brand. You don't want an influencer with an attitude or that have negative press around them, because that will affect your brand as well. So I think with this, you should be able to put something together and be out there, visible, and connecting with your target audience. So without a visibility, even the greatest fashion designer will go unnoticed, which is the truth. So you need to create some visibility for your brand. Very, very important. So right now, do you want to have your breakthrough in the luxury fashion business? I need you to answer this. It might not even be luxury, but do you desire to have a breakthrough in your fashion businesses, or the fashion businesses you are trying to create? Maybe you've not started, you are just thinking about it, you're about to start, you are in the process, or you are there already, you are struggling with it. Please give me a thumbs up if you want to break through. I need your thumbs up for me to go on. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So before I go on, I would like to recap on what we've covered so far. So firstly, we've covered why you need a signature team, creative direction, and strong design to set you apart, and stop being just an ordinary designer or ordinary clothing brand. It's very important. You need to be unique, you need to be original, you need to be your own voice, you need to be different. It's okay for you to be different. It's okay for people not to understand your concept. It's okay for people not to understand your brand. It's okay to be different. It's okay to be new. So you need to have a signature, because people can see. Let me give you an example of that, because I think, let me share my experience. I think 2 years ago, I went to a fashion show, and I think I have a lace collection. I have like maybe 10 pieces of them with some other fabric. I have a lace collection, but my kind of lace is like a baby lace that Nigerians use for parties. Like, I don't know, are you guys Nigerians there? Give me a thumbs up if you understand what ashwebi means. Do any of you understand? Okay, thank you. Okay, that's the kind of lace I used, but I didn't use it in that sense. I used it to create a couture dress, because I deal with couture. So it was kind of unique and different. And I added some accessories. I added some Western modernized luxury accessory on it, which they couldn't understand the concept. They were like, this lace is different and the design are different as well. How did I come about this? So by the time I was explaining to them that I got the inspiration from my Nigeria ashwebi lace, and I kind of mixed it with the Western design, and I got this. So they were kind of surprised and impressed that somebody could think of making something unique and different and elegant. It was elegant and luxury and classy from the normal regular ashwebi that people normally used to party every weekend and wear once and throw away. So something like that. You need to be unique. You need to be different. You need to create something ordinary and make it extraordinary. Create something that the people don't expect. It could be from your environment. It could be anything from your environment that will inspire you, that people don't really know about. And there will be, it's like you turning a concept to a product. It's that simple. I know the process might not be simple, but the logic behind it is for you to turn a concept to a product. People love to say that. So that is it about being unique, being your own voice, be original, and don't be afraid that you are different. Don't be afraid that people wouldn't understand you. Don't be afraid that people will criticize you. Sometimes criticism is good. Don't be afraid to be your own self. Don't be afraid to be your own voice. Don't be afraid to take chances. Don't be afraid to take risks. You need to take risks because you don't know what's going to work for you. Sometimes something that you think it won't work might work, and you'll be surprised. Don't be afraid to be free. Just be free. Follow your heart. Follow what you like. Follow your passion. Follow your instinct. Just be you. And don't care about anybody else. That will make you stand out. Because you can't be somebody else and somebody else can't be you. So there's no way you guys are going to, like, maybe you're showcasing on a runway now. There's no way your design is going to be similar because you kind of different from others. So be you. Then two, we've done why you need to understand the high-end fashion industry and your place in it to break into the market. So this was all about, you need to understand what you are getting into. You need to make your research first before even starting a brand. You need to understand what you are getting into before you start it. And you need to know where you are going to fit in it, because fashion brand is so huge. Luxury high-end fashion department too is huge. You need to know your stand, where you want to sit in, where you want to fit in it. And you need to know all the ingredients that will make you fit in. It's just like the example I used earlier, that you want to prepare a tasty jollof rice, Nigerian jollof rice, and you don't have the knowledge, you have no clue about the ingredients you use. You can never get a tasty jollof rice. You can never get it right. So you need to make your research and understand what the industry is all about before you goes into it. Then we've done the sixth step, which we just finished now, on getting visibility, building an audience so that you can get booked and noticed by top fashion magazine, stockists, and high-end fashion buyers that will actually buy your product and stock in their brand, in their stores, or get some clients to buy from them. So right now, I need to know, I know we had limited time right now, but I need to know, because it's kind of late. Given the time that we had, did I do a good job giving you tips that you could use to grow your fashion business? I need to know that, please. Give me a yes or no if I've done so good so far. Have you learned anything so far? I need a yes or no. Please, I need a yes or no. I can't see your message yet. What happened to my chat box? Hello?
Yeah, so I'll just read a few of the comments here. So, well, I said definitely yes, and I think it was really, really insightful. I mean, I learned so much. And Suki said absolutely yes.
Okay.
Kato said yes. Steph said, hey, sis, it's me, Steph, of Carissa Hair.
Okay.
So hi, Steph. So yeah, I joined late. Please will there be a recap? Jennifer, yeah, we're going to send out the recap. Does anyone have any questions they wanted to
Exactly. Before I move on, do you have questions?
We can open it up to Q&A. Just
Yes,
raise your hand or drop a comment, and I can have you unmuted, and you can ask Feyi any question that you would want to ask.
Yeah, Victoria, keep on the Q&A. If there's any question, please let me know.
Okay. None coming through, but guys, if you think of any questions, do let us know. Does anyone have a question?
No question yet, but can I move forward?
Yeah, I think so.
All right then. Okay. Do you want to know how you can work with me to take your fashion brand to the next level? Please, I need yes or no.
Ketos is a
Do you
network.
guys want to work with me
Yes,
to
yes.
take your brand to the next level? Okay.
Saying
All
yes.
right. All right then.
Oh, somebody did ask a question before you go on to that. Steph did say,
Okay.
how did you reach out to these fashion houses to showcase your collection? But I think she might have missed that bit, but you might want to recap that. They
Ah,
found
okay.
you.
That means she came in late. How did I reach out to? Can you read the question again one
Yeah,
more
so
time, please?
how do you reach out to these fashion houses to showcase your collection?
All right. Firstly, like I said earlier, I was fortunate enough. To be honest, I haven't reached out to any fashion houses. They do send me invites based on my maybe past collection they've seen. I think some normally check online. Some maybe we've met or they've seen my collection from the past runway, which I don't know about. And some will just tell me they saw my Instagram handle, and some will be like maybe like from the lookbook we pass on to the press. And I think that was just it. I was fortunate enough with that. But just in case they didn't invite you or they didn't send you an invite, please you go for them yourself. You can just send them an email, tell them you are interested in their next fashion show, and they will send you all the packages. They will send you the info that you needed to know. And please, just like I said earlier, do not take no for an answer if they refused you the first time. All you need to do is just to go back to your work more on your collection and go back there again if it's something that you really that you really need, or something that you really want that you think is going to help your brand. Do not take no for an answer. Keep pushing. At the end of it, you will get there. So that's the answer to the question. I hope I answered it right. I need a thumbs up, please, if I do or not.
Yeah, people commenting, yes, thank you. Yes.
All right then. Okay. Okay, everything I share with you now is exactly framework that have helped us. I won't say me because I have a team as well. I'm not going to take all the credit for it alone because I have a huge team. It takes a village to get to where I am today. So that I work with. So everything we've been able to achieve is, I think I need to brag a little bit here. Here is a picture from MTV Europe Award. I think if not, this lady is one of their biggest, if not, I said the second biggest female artist in in Mexico. Yeah. And we were able to close her for our MTV Europe Award. And she was the host. She wasn't like an invitee or anything like that. She was the host, and she was wearing her clothes. And this is from Coachella, the biggest music festival in America. I think everybody should know that. And this is our picture in Vogue. You can see that. So we are not just bragging. And this is the NAAPC award that was just concluded last 2 weeks ago. This is Emmy International Award. That's our design again. And this is Treya Michelle. I thought if you know, but she's really popular in I would say all over the world, not America alone. She's an actress. And this is our collaboration, one of our pieces that was showcased with Aston Martin. And that's another piece from Aston Martin. And here is, I don't know if you guys can see it properly because the screen is actually blocking it. That's another big fashion magazine that we got the cover for. A cover, not just inside showcase, just the cover. So that's huge. And we've been able to achieve this within 5 years. So kudos to my team, I'll say, because I didn't do it alone. So here's how you can work with me if you really want to go for that with me. We are having an upcoming program titled the Unstoppable Fashionista Program. So things we will cover there, please listen carefully, and I can read it twice. If you want me to go, if I'm too fast for you, please let me know. Just write in the chat that I should go again and read it properly, because I think you will need to really get all this thing right. So these are the things we are going to cover for the program. Inside the high-end fashion industry, sorry, I'm using high-end here because I focus on high-end, but that's not necessarily means you should focus on high-end, but fashion is fashion. Same, I would say 90% of what applies to the high-end industry applies in the ordinary department of the fashion industry. So this works for all the fashion industry as well. But with the high-end industry, you might want to go a little further or a little higher. So if you can cover this, that means you've covered every part of the fashion industry, because the high-end fashion industry is the toughest to get into. So inside the high-end fashion industry, how to understand the luxury industry and find your place in it. And under that, we'll be covering all these steps. 1, how the luxury fashion industry works and how to find your place in it. 2, what fashion means to you, passion or an art. Your definition of fashion with examples. What's your personal style like? And why do you want to be a designer? Because that has to go with your vision. You can't just wake up one day and say, I want to be a designer. Trust me, you are going to pack up under one year. You won't be able to go on. It doesn't work like that. You have to have a passion for it. And number 3, the importance of being true to yourself. I've mentioned that earlier. That is something you really, really need to work on. Understanding the luxury fashion industry as an insider, very key point. Learn what luxury fashion means, art and timeless, and how your brand vision fits within the luxury fashion world. What impact can you make in the high-end fashion industry? The learn would discover and define your luxury brand identity. Your brand needs an identity, just like I said earlier. If you want to specialize in couture, or you want to specialize in just casual wears, don't get it twisted. There are some casual wear that are very, very expensive as well. Or if you want to be known for one size dress that any size can fit in, or if you want to be known for a plus size, or if you want to be known for accessory, you might not necessarily be clothing. You might want to go into accessories. You might want to go into shoes. You might want to go into handbags. You might want to go into jewelries, anything under fashion. So it's not necessarily have to be clothing, but all these things apply to all that as well, because not only clothing needs to have a wrong way, to be on the wrong way. You need to get your dresses, your maybe accessory out there as well. You need to get anything you are doing, your product a visibility. So number 4, is that number 4? Number 5, what impact can you make in the high-end fashion industry? The learn will discover and define your brand, your luxury brand identity. I think I've covered that. Then another thing we are going to cover, that's the first step we're going to cover. Then the second step that we are going to cover would be from brand. Now you have your brand, but your brand is still unknown. It's still at the baby step. So from that baby step now to a real known brand. So from brand to brand, building your brand DNA, you need to have a DNA, which is the signature theme, because your brand has to have a DNA. How to create your dream 7-star high-end fashion brand that attract top celebrity stylists and fashion publications such as Vogue and many. other fashion brand magazine out there. So under this, we're going to cover the top 3. I think the chat just pop up. What happened? Victoria, please could you check? Did anybody write anything?
Yeah, it's actually just me just asking if you could just keep the screen on just one page because it keeps moving and it's a little bit distracting. You could just keep
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry
so-
about that. I didn't notice that. And it's stable here. I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, so if you just move it up so it's just so we can see the full slide and then just keep it on and just because it's just going backwards and forwards.
Okay.
Oh, no, the next one, down.
This one.
Yeah, let's go up a little bit more.
Yeah, I keep moving it because the box here is covering the write-up, so I can't say it properly. That's
So
why.
would you move, what about if we move the box because we can't read what you're saying and it keeps, you're on 2 screens rather than 1?
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me try to close the boxes. The boxes wouldn't go away, to be honest. The screen wouldn't go away. Okay, I'll just take it slow. You know what I'm going to do? Oh no, what did I press now? Okay, I'll read it through, then leave it on for a few minutes so that you can get it. Because I can't read it now because of the screen covering it up. Do you get that?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So the second step will be, number 1 under the second step will be the top 3 secrets required to create your luxury brand. That's creative direction, design, and signature team that I mentioned earlier. I will go deep into that. Then second one would be brand authentication, meaning what's the uniqueness of your brand and what does it stand for. You need to know what your brand stands for. You need to have a story behind your brand. It's very, very important. Don't let anybody tell your story for you. You have to tell it yourself because you are the only person that can tell it right. If anybody try to help you to tell it, they won't tell it the way you wanted it to be told. So you need to be able to communicate your story with your product yourself. And number 3, how to create your brand signature team that remains consistent through all your design. That's very important as well. Developing your brand message that translates through all marketing channels, e.g. logos, portfolio, social media, and website. This, let me quickly mention a little bit about it, although I'm not going to go deep into it. This is all about creating a brand, and everything has to match up. You can tell me, for example, if you are my client, you can tell me you are making a luxury brand and your logo is low quality. That won't work. Or your portfolio you are trying to create doesn't fit in your brand. That won't work. Or your social media handle doesn't really speak about luxury. That won't work. And same goes for your website. So everything has to rhyme and fit in together for your message to be really understood out there. So that's the second step. The third step of what we are going to cover, production mastering. This is very important because if you don't have a very good production, a very quality production, even if you make the best logo, the best website, the best social media handles, the best marketing, the best press, the best team, and your production is not right, I'm sorry, you're not going to get anywhere. That was why I said earlier that some people, some press will request for your product to be sent to them, or you bring it in for them to see it and examine it properly to know that what you are really selling matches, what you are saying to them matches with what you are selling. So the production part is the key, is very, very important. The secret step to producing and crafting your luxury fashion collection, even if it's not luxury, it needs to be crafted very, very well. You need to have, it's all about attention to details. I just gave a little bit away. I shouldn't do that, but I just feel I should give a little bit away there. Attention to details is very, very important. Okay, and under that we'll be providing guidance, introductions, and network for the next luxury collection. My team, my team and I are ready to take your production process or your production collection to the next level by guiding you through, introducing you to the right production, depending on what you want to do, production team that's going to make a very detailed and a very good quality production collection for you. We are ready to do that for you. Then we have creating a shape or silhouette. The shape of your garment can be a very important part of your communicating. Yeah, the message you want in the design. Yeah, the shape of your, just like I said, it's just about, maybe you want your brand to be known for one size that fits in every sizes, or you want it to be a plus size, or you want it to be known for fitted, or you want it to be known for comfort. There are some brands like that no matter how the design looks, or no matter how the design looks difficult in viewing, but when you wear it, it's actually comfortable. So you might want to go for that. I want my brand to be known for comfort, that anybody can wear, any sizes can wear at any time, and they can wear it to anywhere. And you might not want to be known for comfort. You might want to be known for just red carpet dresses. Okay, I'm wholly focusing on red carpets, or very elegant high event, something like that. So you need to have a signature look. Then under that, again, moving forward, how to source the suitable fabrics and accessories for your production. When you work with us and we provide you a production team, that will be sorted out by the production team. Except you want to sort it out yourself and give it to them. Depends on the agreement you have with the production team. But that's how we're going to be covering anyway. Then creating a signature look to resonate with your brand vision. That is very important. I've said that earlier, and I think I've emphasized on it, that the message you are giving out should match, must match your product. Creating an artistic and timeless storytelling collection. This is very important if you are going into the luxury fashion industry, because the luxury fashion industry is all about art and is all about storytelling. There must be a story behind your design. That's very, very important when you're going to the luxury fashion industry. So we'll be covering how you can do that. It's just like how you can take a story and turn it into a product, just like I mentioned, how you can take a concept and turn it into a product. So we'll be teaching you all that. So the fourth step we're going to cover will be a luxury collection that leads to sales. It's very important. You can't be making all that production or putting up team, doing all that stress, going for fashion shows and all that without making money. You're not going, you won't be able to progress. So a luxury collection that leads to sales, how to effectively brand your collection to attract the right target audience and discover some hidden marketing ideas. Very important. So under this, we have learn how to identify gaps in product offering and ways to measure up your competition. Learn how to identify your consumers, connect and build relationship with them. Brand loyalty depends on how deeply your consumers value your brand. Brand loyalty is very important. To know, and this is how brand loyalty work. You can tell me you are, or you can sell a dress worth £1,000 for me, and maybe the zip at the back of the dress is like £1, maybe worth £1, which can easily worn out easily. That's not right. That's where your loyalty lies. That means you are not actually producing what you said you are producing. That means your message didn't match with your product. So nobody will be able to believe you anymore. So we're going to teach you all about that. And then number 4 on that, learn how to create and cave your niche in the market. Then number 5, learn how to pitch to stockists and fashion buyers, which is very important. How you can sell your product or your brand to fashion buyers, even if they didn't want to listen to you before, or they think your brand is not worth listening to. But by the end you finish pitching your brand to them, oh my gosh, they're going to buy into it and ready to buy your product and stock it. Learn how to identify and select the right fashion show for your brand. Yes, we're going to teach you how to do that. Learn how to carefully select brands that you can collaborate with, that can drive your brand growth and avoiding pitfall. It's very important as well. You can't just collaborate with any brand. You need to know how to match them together. So what you will get, you are getting the complete Unstoppable Fashionista course. This includes 4 modules of personal life training with me via Zoom starting on the 4th of April 2020. That's when we're planning to start. Secondly, you are getting life power game-changing information on how to apply each step of the framework to build your luxury fashion collection and become more visible. So all we are going to teach you or give you will help you to be able to build your own fashion brand and be visible out there, especially in the market industry, because that's very vital. Then thirdly, we will also have question and answer session, and replay will be available on demand viewing for you. So today, inside the high-end industry, how to understand the luxury industry and find your place in it. Normally, this is our price. It's value for £1,997. That's £1,997. I don't know how much that would be in naira.
It's in dollars.
It's in dollar. Oh, sorry, it's in dollars. Sorry. So $1,997. Sorry, my mistake. I'm used to calling pound because I love money so much. So don't mind me. So, and from brand to brand, building your brand DNA, how to create your dream 7-star high-end fashion brand that attract top celebrities, stylists, and fashion publications such as Vogue and Glamour, Cosmo, many more. Same price, $1,997. Production mastery, the secret step to producing and crafting your luxury fashion brand. Same price, $1,997. A luxury collection that leads to sales. How to effectively brand your collection to attract the right target audience and also discover some hidden marketing idea. $1,997. dollar, sorry. But not to worry. What you will get, this include 4 personal live training session with me via Zoom, $4,000. You are getting a live power game changing information on how to apply each step or the framework to build your luxury fashion collection and become a celebrity fashion designer. Live question and answer session and replay will be available on demand viewing as well. Total value $12,000. Sorry, I just keep calling pound. $12,000. But guess what? Guess how much you're going to pay today just because you are here with me online right now. So we're trying to break it down and make it so affordable for you because we know there's some people out there like you that really wants to get there but know how to do it. And we are trying to make Black people, I would say Black female because I'm a woman as well, fill in the gap in the fashion industry because we discover we don't have much Blacks in the luxury fashion industry. I don't know why people are running away from it. If the Western can do it, I believe we can do it as well. I know it's hard, but I believe wherever you put your mind into, you can achieve. Especially from African descent, we really need to fill this gap. We need to fill. I think it's African time now. So I'm sorry if everybody online is. I'm sorry. Please permit me. I just like to fight for African women. I don't know why. I like to fight for Black. So that doesn't mean I'm not going to share it to everybody, but this is all for women, to be honest. So this is what you're going to get today. $997, which is about, I think, 500K in Naira. I mean, 500,000 Naira, yeah, in Naira. And special one-time offer, book for today. If you're going to book it for today, instead of you paying this $997, instead of you paying this, because we've tried to break it down from $12,000 to $997, that is a huge discount, which you can never get anywhere else. But because you are here with me today, if you want to get it right now, as in today, so we are giving you a discount and you only pay $500 for today. But if you are not signing up today, it will go back to $997. It's still a huge discount, and it's still, I think, really good. But if you're signing up today, $500, which is about, I think, 200,000 Naira in Nigeria. So to book this, all you need to do is just register online on www.luxurybyfeyimasterclass.com/book. And again, if you know you need, maybe you have some question regarding this, or you don't know how to go about it, or you're not sure of what you want, I'm going to pass through my manager to you now to take it forward from here, because she has the answer to all this, and I know she will be able to help you out with or question or any issue or any concern you might have about this. So thank you so much for, is it having me, or thank you for, I don't know. Anyway, thank you for having me, because I always say you guys are having me tonight. So thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. Please let me know if I've done a good job so far. Give me a thumbs up. If I've not, give me, no, I'll take it. I'm used to that anyway. But I need to know if I've been able to help you a little bit, or if I've made any impact right now.
Yeah, and it'd be good to know also how many people actually want to do the Unstoppable Fashionista with Feyi. If you could just put your hand up or thumbs up or say me. Just let us know in the chat box how many people do want to go on this program and go on this journey with Feyi. It'd be good to know. Just drop your comments. who wants to do that. And I will say, if it is something that you want to join, but maybe like right the second you don't have the funds and you maybe want to do a payment plan or something. Sorry, Faye, I don't know if you mind, I don't know if I can get my screen out. I can't see, I don't know if you guys can see me, but probably you can hear me. Yeah, you can probably see me. If you guys want to join, but maybe you don't have all the money right now, you've got some of it, we can look at payment plan. What I would do is still register on that link that I've put into the chat. So you guys will see a link in the chat right now, and that will give you the opportunity to register. We do start on the 4th, and this will obviously give you an option and an opportunity to work with Feyi closely as a private group. You'll get her full attention. She'll go through everything and really help you get your business off the ground. So do let me know if you do want to go on. Again, I'll put the link in the chat again. I'll also send everybody, well, if you want to book this offer now, I would, because we're only limiting it to a number of places, and there is other people that are going to watch this on the replay. So if you do want to book, just register for it now, and then we can sort out what we're going to sort out. Oh, for some reason, okay, let me just, I think I've put the wrong link in, so let me just make sure I've put, it's working for everybody. Let's just see. Okay, yeah, no, it is. So yeah, guys, if you are ready, just book on that link, and we'll look forward to welcoming you onto the call. So thank you, everyone, and thank you so much, Faye. You did really well. That was absolutely amazing and really insightful, and thank you for everyone who took the time out to be with us tonight. And all the best. And if you know anyone that would like this, I'm going to send it out on the replay, so please share it with other people as well who you think can get some value from this too. All right?
All right then.
All right then, guys. So thank you,
guys.
and we hope to see you on the 4th in the actual class. Okay.
Yeah. Bye for now.
Bye, guys. Bye, everyone.